Good afternoon. We are bringing you live coverage of the FA Cup fourth qualifying round between Anstey Nomads and Chesterfield. I'm your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones, and you are listening to the Commentary Hub. Bit of a departure from what we normally do, but this game is bound to be a good one between a ninth-tier side and a side that used to be in the EFL but is now in the National League. Starting with Anstey Nomads, starting with Anstey Nomads, I should say. They ply their trade in the United Counties League, Premier Division North, currently 9th on 17 points. And this is the furthest that they've ever been in the cup, I should say, and they have also twice in recent years reached the fifth round of the FA Vars, which is an FA competition specifically for clubs between steps 9 and 10. The chairman is Carl Watson, and the team are managed by Tony Blanchard. He's a teacher and social worker during the week. And their last league match was a 1-1 draw away to Loughborough Students. Top goal scorer in all competitions for them is Harry Wakefield with 9, and other scorers include Corey Armani, Michael Reeve, and Lewis Gibbons. But a player that some fans might be familiar with is Conrad Logan, the goalkeeper. He's a former goalkeeper at Leicester City, and was also, despite starting his youth career there, and has also been on loan to other clubs such as Boston United, Stockport County, Luton Town, and Rotherham United. He's also played for Rochdale, Mansfield Town, and Hibernian. He has been in the non-league since 2020. Anstey's FA Cup record so far is as thus: they drew 1-1 at home to Radford in the extra preliminary round, but they won their replay 3-1 at a neutral ground. In the preliminary round, they won 5-2 at home to Skegness Town. In the first qualifying round, it was 3-1 at home to Whitchurch Allport. The second qualifying round, they won on penalties 5-4 away to Ilkeston Town, and in the third qualifying round, it was 5-0 at home to Shefford and Campton. As for Chesterfield, they are currently 4th in the National League, and they've had a bit of a wobble lately with 3 losses in the last 5 matches, and their last win was on September 24th away to Maidstone United, 2-1. Now, in terms of where they are in the league system, this may not necessarily be to Anstey Nomads' favour, but they could pull off it. There is a slight chance they could pull off a shock during the in the game. And Chesterfield, many fans, of course, will recognise them as famously going as far as the semi-finals in the 96-97 season, losing to Middlesbrough 3-0 after forcing a replay. In recent times, Chesterfield's fortunes have turned after their relegation from League Two in 2018. They featured in the playoffs for the last 2 seasons, but never progressed past the quarter-final stage. Their current manager is Paul Cook. It's his second spell with the club, having managed them from 2012 to 2015. One of his more recent clubs was Portsmouth, and he took them to the League Two title in the 15-16 season. Kickoff is around 6 minutes away, and also coming up we'll be giving you updates
from another match around this time, Blythe Spartans are at home to Wrexham, and their game will be kicking, and with their game kicking off at 1 o'clock. So we'll be keeping you up to date with. So we'll be keeping you up to date with we'll be keeping you up to date with things as they go from Croft Park. And the game is taking place so today's match between Anstey Nomads and Chesterfield is at the Callington's Community Complex, or Cropston Road, with around 1,500 fans expected to be in attendance, including 250 travelling Chesterfield fans. But that being said, as I talk to you, we appear to have a bit of a problem with. I appear to have a bit of a problem with my monitor. No live pictures coming in on my monitor as of yet. So do please bear with me. But I'm going to go through the lineups anyway. Starting with Anstey Nomads, Conrad Logan is in goal with Joe Wolfe, Jordan Annabelle, the captain, Lewis Gibbons, Ben Bayliss, Corey Armani, Harry Bestwick, Freddie Robinson, Samuel Hollis, Michael Reeve, and Harry Wakefield completing the team. The substitutes bench are Casey Richardson, Jude Kinch, Charlie Scanlon, Owen Story, and Billy Blackshaw. As for Chesterfield, in goal is Ross Fitzsimmons, then it's Jeff King, Joe Cook, the captain, Jamie Grimes, Bailey Clements, Mike Jones, Darren Aldaker, Akwasi Asante, Liam Mandeville, Armando Dobra, and Joe Quigley. On the substitutes bench is Luke Chadwick, Tyrone Williams, George Cooper, Jesseran Uchegbulam, Tom Whelan, Tim Akinola, and Kabongo Chimanga. So we are now 3 minutes away, and for Anstey Nomads, this history could well be in the making for them. And also in the fourth cup qualifying round is another ninth tier side. It's another ninth tier side, AFC Bury. But their match against York City will be some time away. Until we get some pictures, we're gonna go for a quick break. Do not go away. You're back with us, and we have finally got live pictures. Once again, I do apologise for the loss of pictures of the loss of pictures on our monitor. But we have them now. And kickoff will be very shortly. So we're now just checking through. So now that we've gone with the teams, just have to go back a moment or two. And the Chesterfield captain Jamie Grimes now making his way out onto the field. So now we got the teams now coming out onto. So now we got the teams coming out onto the field. I've just got to make one or two final adjustments to the side, but we'll be right back. Do please stay with us.
You're back with us, and once again, you're back with us once again. Massive apologies for massive apologies for being massive apologies for the loss of pictures and everything being so late. The teams are now gathering around onto the centre of the pitch. Like I said, the packed crowd at the Callington's Community Complex. The referee about to take the position, but before we get underway, we'll pause for a. We are to pause for a minute's silence. So that was the minute silence. Kickoff should be anytime soon, and the referee now going through the customary preparation of the game for the captain. That's just seeing the Anstey Nomads captain Jordan Annabelle, and it will be Chesterfield to kick off by the looks of it. With Darren Oldacre getting ready to kick the ball. The ball is now in the centre of the pitch. Chesterfield wearing a light blue strip, while Anstey Nomads are in a pale pink and red. Kickoff should be any time now as Akwasi Asante gets ready to. And we are underway at the Callington's Community Complex between Anstey Nomad and Chesterfield, and it looks like the Spyrights are in early possession, and the ball is now with Bailey Clements. It's now been dispossessed, and Akwasi Asante trying to take the ball from them. Has he got it? No. Annabelle just gets to it, and Akwasi Asante unlucky to be denied. Or was he offside? He was in fact offside. Which is why it went against him, and the ball is being cleared out of goal by Conrad Logan, but it's gone way over the line and it's now a Chesterfield throw-in. Chesterfield to take the throw-in through Jeff King. King gets ready to throw, which he does, and King throws to. I couldn't see who he tried to throw it to, but Anstey Nomads deflected that one out, and Chesterfield will take the throw in again. So Chesterfield now in control of the ball. The ball is now with Joe Quigley. Quigley tries to hold on, but he has to pass to a teammate, and the ball is now ended up with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre to Armando Dobra. Dobra trying to get through the Anstey Nomads defenders. He passes to Asante, well deflected by Freddie Robinson, and the ball is now a corner to Chesterfield in just under 90 seconds. Corner quickly taken, and the ball is now with King. King passing to Quigley, I think that was, or was it Dobra? No, it was Dobra. Now back to King. King under pressure from the Nomads defenders, but Quigley able to pass it up. Quickly able to pass it up the wing to, I think that was Darren Oldacre, but Quigley down on the ground. He might have been Dobra, I should say, involved in an incident, which I couldn't quite see. It'll be King to take the free kick for Chesterfield, and it still remains 0-0 after just over 2 minutes. The referee draws the line in which
someone has to form part of the wall. Only one lone player for Anstey Nomads to form part of the wall. The ball goes in towards the 18-yard box, but deflected away by Anstey Nomads. And Nomads have now got control of the ball with Michael Reeve, I think that is. Yes, indeed, it is Reeve. Reeve now inside the 18-yard box. And that was almost a good setup, but Chesterfield were able to defend that one. And it's now with Liam Mandeville. Mandeville passing to, I think that was Joe Quigley, but did someone pull on his shirts? They might have done. And the action is now beginning to hot up at the Callington's Community Complex, and we're only 3 minutes in, and what appears to be a nice dry autumnal day with the sun peeking out, and it's now Akwasi Asante receiving the ball through a cross. He's trying to go around Annabelle, but can't quite do it, and the ball has now been passed to Darren Oldaker. Oldaker passing now to, I think that's Bailey Clements, and the ball is now with Mandeville. Mandeville passing the ball around, and something I should mention: Joe Quigley. He is a Republic of Ireland under-21 international. As Chesterfield just about got the ball inside the 18-yard box, but I think they've been ruled out as offside. I think they were. Just saw the flag go up, and it looks as though it will be a throw-in. No, it wasn't offside. It's a throw-in. Jeff King to take the throw for Chesterfield, but he loses it to Anstey Nomads, and the ball is now with Quigley. Quigley dispossessed and fouled by Henry Bestwick. And Anstey Nomads now have control of the ball, but Chesterfield quickly take it back. It's now with Armando Dobra. Dobra trying to hold on to the ball, which he does, and he passes to Oldaker. Oldaker now to Dobra. Dobra trying to go around the Anstey Nomads defenders, but nothing so far. And as Oldaker now passes the ball around to Asante. Asante now to Bailey Clements. Clements just about gets in the 18-yard box, but quickly pushed out and back to Asante. Now it's with Dobra. Back to Asante. Asante now looking to was trying to get through the 18-yard box, but couldn't. And it's now back with Oldaker. Oldaker now passing to Clements. Back to Quigley. Quigley now. Now was aiming for Asante, but I think there might have been a foul somewhere. I couldn't quite see who it was from. I think Lewis Gibbons might have been involved, but nothing worthy of a card in my view. And the ball was found by the Anstey Nomads goalkeeper Logan. And it looks like he'll be the one to clear it out. So 6 minutes in, Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 0. As Jeff King gets a bit argy-bargy with Harry Wakefield. Harry Wakefield, as I mentioned, the Nomads top scorer. If Chesterfield have no top scorer, as King, Mandeville, Shimanga on the substitutes bench, and Asante have only 3 goals each. So just as I talk to you, it looks as though it will be an Anstey Nomads throw-in to be taken by Ben Bayliss. Or is it a corner even? No, it's a long-range throw by Bayliss straight into the Anstey Nomads 18-yard box, but headed away by Chesterfield. And straight away it will be another throw-in to Nomads as Bayliss gets ready to take the throw. Bayliss throws, but headed clear by Clements. And now it's back with Nomads. It's now with, I think, Harry Wakefield, but Chesterfield are quick to dispossess and looking further.
And looking back now, I can see that it was Henry Bestwick that was involved. Tony Blanchard, the Nomads manager. Whatever happens, he should be proud of how his side managed to get this far in the cup. And it's now a Chesterfield, and it will now be a Chesterfield throw to be taken by King once more. King throws and to Dobra. Dobra now passing to the captain Grimes. Grimes now to Clements. Clements now passes to Dobra, but he's under pressure. From Freddie Robinson, and a bit of a tangle going on, but was quickly dispossessed by Samuel Hollis, and Anstey Nomads are back in possession. Bestwick had the ball momentarily, but the ball has now been picked up by Joel Wolf. Wolf losing control. Wolf losing the ball to Chesterfield, and it's now with Clements. Clements does a long range cross to Asante, but headed clear by a Nomads defender, and it was with I think that might have been Samuel Hollis, but the ball's been quickly picked up by Fitzsimmons, the Spy Rights goalkeeper. Whatever Chesterfield, it's difficult to see. It's difficult to see who has the more possession right at this moment. So I'd say it's about 50-50, but a foul going on but a foul occurs just outside the just outside the goal area. I couldn't see who was at fault, but it's given Chesterfield another free kick, another throw in, I should say, as it will be. I think that was Jeff King to take the throw. The ball has now entered the goal area. It's now with Dobra, and Chesterfield take the lead. I didn't see that goal coming from anywhere, but Dobra just headed it in when it mattered, and Chesterfield lead at the Callington Community Complex. Anstey Nomads might have expected something like this, but credit to them for holding Chesterfield for as long as they did. Paul Cook watching from the touchline, as it will be as Anstey Nomads get ready to restart the game. And it's now with the captain Annabelle towards Logan. Logan trying to cross to, I think that was Samuel Hollis, but the ball is dispossessed by Chesterfield. Asante now for Chesterfield, but so he tried to hold on to the ball but couldn't, as Bestwick and Annabelle were surrounding him. Grimes heading towards Clements, but the ball is now with Anstey Nomads, as what looks to be Ben Bayliss now with the ball. He's passed to Logan, but cleared away. Headed by I think that was Grimes. Yes, indeed it was. But Nomads quick to get the ball back. Superb teamwork between Bestwick and Michael Reeve, and straight into the goal area, saved by Ross Fitzsimmons. And we should also point out that that there's the Women's Super League match between Aston Villa and West Ham United. Danyi Brynjastotter scoring in the second minute. So that puts West Ham a goal nil. So that puts West Ham a goal up. Back to the here and now, as Fitzsimmons now passing the ball around to Grimes. Now it's with Dobra. Dobra trying to hold on, but was almost tackled by Bayliss. Now it's with Clements and Grimes. He passes to Fitzsimmons. Now the ball is still firmly with Chesterfield. And it's now with Quigley, who passes to Oldacre. Oldacre still with the ball. He passes now to I think that's Quigley. Now it's back to Oldacre. Oldacre to Dobra. Now it's with Asante, but he's under pressure. But he does well to pass back to his captain. Oldacre once more. Oldacre crossing. Now it's with, I think that was with King, but it just bounced off the crossbar. Unlucky for King not to double Chesterfield's lead. So Grimes did well to pass to Oldacre. Oldacre managed a superb cross, but King might have just about slipped up, which is why he just couldn't get the ball in. So unlucky for him, and it's now a corner to Anstey Nomads. Could they turn things around? And it looks, but I can't really see who's going to deliver the free kick. And in fact, I do now. It's Corey Armani, another of the goal scorers so far this season. He raises his hand to signal that he's ready to take the corner kick. He kicks the ball into the 18-yard box, punched away by Ross Fitzsimmons. Chesterfield holding out really well against any kind of attack that Nomads might have given. And the ball just sailed over the crossbar and clipped the back of the net. 14 minutes in, Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 1. And the ball is now back with Chesterfield. Grimes needs to look for Grimes. Passes to Dobra. Dobra almost colliding with Freddie Robinson. In fact, he did. Now it's with what looks to be Quigley. Now Darren Oldacre back to Clements. Now Asante trying to pass to Oldacre, but dispossessed but was nicked by Reeve. Clements to Oldacre. Oldacre now crossing to I think that's Jeff King there. Jeff King losing the ball. Jeff King almost losing the ball. In fact, he was dispossessed. Now it's back with Dobra. Dobra now with the ball. He's passed straight to Oldacre. Oldacre now back towards Dobra. Dobra, can he go for a second? He passes to Clements. Now it's with Akwasi Asante. Darren Oldacre once again for Chesterfield. Now Asante. Now it's back with Oldacre. Oldacre to Dobra, I think that was, but Dobra now crossing to the 18-yard box. He sensed that he sensed that a teammate was there, and it was a cross, but unfortunately offside against Chesterfield. They've had quite a lot of offsides being flagged against them today, and Conrad Logan makes his way back to the goal area to clear the ball out, which he does. So Chesterfield now need to try and break through Nomad's wall, and Nomad's starting to ratchet up the pressure a bit more, it seems, as Corey Armani now has the ball, but he's passed to, I think that was Freddie Robinson. Now it's with Bayliss passing to the captain, Annabelle. Now back to Annabelle. Annabelle now passing back to Logan. Logan does well to cross. But it's found Corey Armani. Armani does well to hold on to the ball. He passes to Henry Bestwick. Bestwick now to Lewis Gibbons. Gibbons fouled by Bailey Clements. Bailey Clements, I think it was, or was it Mike Jones? No, it was Mike Jones that fouled him, and Jones trying to explain his side of the story. The referee doesn't appear to be listening, as Jones helps Lewis Gibbons to his feet, and further protestations from Anstey Nomads. The referee not having any of it, says the Anstey Nomads physio comes over to have a look at Lewis Gibbons. Mike Jones now having a further conversation with the referee. I think he's being told to calm down, and he appears to have taken notice. So he returns to his position on the pitch, and Lewis Gibbons walking about. He appears to be all right. I hope there's no limp in his leg or anything. Although when he was fouled, he appeared to have banged his knee. Anyway, free kick to Anstey Nomads, and it looks like, I can't see who's going to take the free kick. Anyway, the ball goes into the 18-yard box, but headed away by Chesterfield, and after 18 and a half minutes, it's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 1. Blythe Spartans against I think Blythe Spartans against Wrexham will kick off very shortly, and it's now a corner given to Anstey Nomads. Corey Armani to take the corner. Armani takes a couple of steps back. He waits and raises his arm to signal that he is ready. He takes a couple of steps forward, but then takes a couple of steps back, and there appears to be a Anstey Nomads player down in the 18-yard box. Difficult to see who it is right now. He appears to have he might have had a separate instance. I think it's Jordan Annabelle. We'll confirm who it is shortly. Armani waiting patiently to take the corner kick. He now kicks the ball into the 18-yard box, and Samuel Hollis going for it. Samuel Hollis looked like he was going for it, but his shot was too high. And what a shot! And he should have taken a few steps closer, but he could have. I didn't think he would have gotten through a Chesterfield defense. Anyway, Kwasi Asante now trying to go after the ball. He was doing well to pressure Jordan Annabelle into making a slip up, but Chesterfield just about took the ball back. I think it's a throw into Chesterfield now, and which has been quickly taken. Darren Oldacre now with the ball for the Spirates. Now it's back with Oldacre. Now it's back with Sorba. Now it's with I think Mike Jones. And he's now passed to Dobra. Dobra now to Grimes. Grimes now towards Dobra. That was actually Mike Jones earlier. Now it's Dobra again. Dobra passing to Darren Oldacre. Now it's with Bailey Clements. Clements now to Liam Mandeville. Mandeville losing the ball to Anstey Nomads. And a collision between Michael Reeve and I think that was Dobra, but referee says play on. Jamie Grimes now passing to I think that might have been to Joe Cook. I think that was. Yeah, it was Joe Cook. Now it's with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre crossing to Bailey Clements, but easily tackled by the Anstey Nomad defenders. Darren Oldacre once more. He passes up the wing, I should say, to Bailey Clements. Clements now trying to find Liam Mandeville. Mandeville now has control of the ball, but is it offside again? It is. And like I said earlier, Chesterfield have received one too many offsides. It seems to me that every time they try and make an attack on the Anstey Nomads goal, they just get flagged up as offside. But the game now resumes as Armando Dobra now has the ball. He's passed to Clements. Clements does well to keep the ball just inside the line. Or did it actually go over the line? I think there was just a brief moment where it did actually go over the line, and it'll be an Anstey Nomads throw-in to be taken by Ben Bayliss. So Bayliss gets ready to take the throw, which he does. Headed away by I think that was Freddie Robinson. Robinson now with the Robinson throwing, but it's now out of play for, I think, an Anstey Nomads corner. It'll be a corner to them. And Ben Bayliss looks like he'll be going to take the corner. So Bayliss runs up to the corner flag, or does he? No. It looks like it'll be a throw-in, and Paul Cook getting very animated on the touchline as Bayliss throws the ball, headed away though by Chesterfield. It'll be another throw-in to Anstey Nomads, and Bayliss gets ready to take the throw once again. So throw-in taken by Bayliss, and will it be a goal for Anstey Nomads? The answer is no, as Chesterfield show really good defending. Just over 24 minutes have been played now. It's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 1, and in the championship, Rotherham United lead Huddersfield Town by 1-0. Connor Washington in the 25th minute, as Henry Bestwick now chipping the ball over to tried to chip the ball over to somebody, but it was taken by Chesterfield. Liam Mandeville now with the ball for the Spyrights. He tries to hold on, but losing it to Michael Reeve of Nomads. The ball now quickly being chucked back to him, but to Chesterfield once again. But Chesterfield once again defending. Nomads managed to get back. Nomads managed to get back the ball, and with Armani, but all it's done is gone straight to the Chesterfield goalkeeper Fitzsimmons. Darren Oldacre now with the ball, and he's passed to Bailey Clements, but a quick foul. Play on, says the referee, and ball is now picked up by Fitzsimmons. He passes to Jamie Grimes. Now it's with Darren Oldacre. Now it's Akwasi Asante to, I think that's Liam Mandeville. Now Clements passing back to Mandeville. Mandeville now does a cheeky back pass to Asante. Asante now finds Grimes. Grimes now passing to Armando Dobra. And Dobra now to, I think that's Darren Oldacre. Now Bailey Clements. Straight to Joe Quigley now. Quigley trying to pass to Asante, but dispossessed by Anstey Nomads. And or was that Jeff King? I think that might have actually been King. And the ball has now ended up back with Grimes. Grimes now passing to Armando Dobra. Dobra back to Grimes, but Dobra fouled by Freddie Robinson. Although no action taken by the referee as of yet. Although a free kick has been given, Armando Dobra quickly gets himself back up. I think he looked a little dazed after what just happened. Grimes now to Cook. Now it's with, I think, Mike Jones, Darren Oldacre to Jamie Grimes. Grimes now pass it. Now Grimes now doing a superb forward pass to Asante. Asante trying to find somebody, but is it going to be a second for Chesterfield? The answer is no. Well blocked by Lewis Gibbons. And Michael Reeve now has the ball for Anstey Nomads, passing to Corey Armani. Now Armani again to Lewis Gibbons. Gibbons crossing to Michael Reeve. Reeve trying to barge his way through, which he does. That looked like a barge in my view on Joe Cook. Joe Cook trying to protest against the referee, but nothing doing so far. Throwing given to Chesterfield though, and it will be done by King, which he does. King almost loses the ball to Anstey Nomads, but he's quick to pick it back up. Will there be the referee giving a talking to Corey Armani? Is he going to get a yellow card? I wonder. I think he has been. Couldn't quite see if he was, but he has to watch it. But he's got to watch it. But if he has been given a yellow card, he's got to watch it. And the referee now running over with the yellow card in hand, as Ross Fitzsimmons calmly waits to take the sort of free kick, which he does, and Chesterfield now back in play with it. Bailey Clements to what looks to be Quigley. Now it's with Oldacre. Oldacre to Asante. Asante does well to hold off Samuel Hollis. Asante losing the ball to Nomads in the goal area, but quickly taking it back. Now it's Armando Dobra. Dobra crossing to Mike Jones. Jones still holding on to the ball. Now he crosses it down the wing to Jamie Grimes. Now it's Bailey Clements to Darren Oldacre and Armando Dobra, but losing it to Michael Reeve. Michael Reeve, he's seen a lot of action so far today, and it's now with Jamie Grimes. Grimes to, I think that was Asante, but lost it, but losing it to Anstey Nomads and deflected off Darren Oldacre. And Rotherham United have equalised against Huddersfield Town with Danny Ward in the 29th minute. And earlier on, Harrogate Town opened up their accounts in League Two with Alex Patterson against Hartlepool United. Still 0-0 between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham in the other FA Cup match. So that game has actually just about kicked off. And it will be a goal kick to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons to take the goal kick for Chesterfield, which he does. Skies it over to, I think that was Quigley. Now it's with Mandeville. Mandeville passing to Darren Oldacre. Oldacre has now found Armando Dobra. Dobra now with the ball, trying to hold off what looks to be. I think that might have been Ben Bayliss, but an argument going on. An argument going on between the Spire-rights and Henry Bestwick. I can confirm it was. Sorry if I couldn't keep up. It was all over in a moment. As Grimes now trying to cross to Asante, and it's now with Dobra, but down goes Samuel Hollis, and the referee trying to calm proceedings down. Will it be a free kick to Chesterfield, or will something go against them? It's actually going to be a long range free kick by the Anstey Nomads keeper Logan. So 32 So 32 minutes have been played. It's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 1. And the ball has now gone to, the ball was going through a long-range cross to, I think that was Corey Armani, but he was dispossessed and brought down. And it will be a free kick, goal kick, I should say, to Ross Fitzsimmons for Chesterfield. The sun's actually gone. It looks to have clouded over in this. It looks to have actually clouded over in this part of Leicestershire, and I can see on the screen that it will be a free kick to Anstey Nomads. And it will be Joel Wolfe that will take the free kick. Wolfe composes himself. He kicks the ball forward, but headed out of the 18-yard box by Chesterfield. It's now with Jordan Annabelle crossing the ball, but losing it to Chesterfield. It's now Dobra passing to Bailey Clements. Now it's with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre now trying to find Quigley, which he does. Did it bounce off the goal area? It did, but was it a goal? I can see on the scoreboard that Chesterfield still are 1 goal up. So technically the ball did not go in. Asante now passing to, I think that's Quigley. Now it's ended up with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre to I think that was Quigley. Or was it Dobra? No, it was Dobra. Jones now to Mike Jones. Now crossing to Joe Quigley. Quigley now with the ball. Does well to hold on to it. He's entered the 18-yard box. He does a pass to Asante. Asante now finds Mandeville, but well blocked by Anstey Nomads, and they take the ball away. Michael Reed tries to take it, but Chesterfield now have nabbed it back. Bailey Clements to Joe Quigley. Quigley now towards Darren Oldacre. Oldacre towards Bailey Clements. Clements trying to cross to I think that was Quigley inside the goal area, but it sailed over the crossbar, and the goal score still remains 1-0. My heart was in my mouth for the best part of 30 seconds. So the action is still as hot as ever. No change in any of the other games I've just mentioned just now, as Armando Dobra now has control of the ball. He's passed to Akwasi Asante. Asante just keeps it in line, but dispossessed now by Anstey Nomads. Michael Reeve has the ball, but it's gone out for a Chesterfield throw, quickly taken by Grimes, and it's now with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre to, I think that's Mike Jones. Jones now to Oldacre. Tony Blanchard now showing a bit more body language on the touchline, as Akwasi Asante now passes to Dobra, but a cross forward to Bailey Clements, loses the ball, and the ball is now being picked up by I think that's Ben Bayliss to take the throw in, and a throw in quickly taken by Bayliss towards Darren Oldacre, but almost taken by Corey Armani. And the ball has now ended up with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre now passing to Mandeville. Mandeville trying to find and the Chesterfield player has gone down. It was actually Jeff King
that went down, and the goal kick will be taken by Anstey Nomads. Conrad Logan takes a few steps back and gets ready to kick the ball out, which he does. And it's now with Darren, and it's now with Jeff King, I should say, to Mike Jones. Mike Jones is a bit of a lob, but it's been taken by Corey Armani. Armani passing the ball around, but Chesterfield quick to take it back, and a foul by Michael Reeve on, I couldn't see who it was, but Reeve clearly felt that the Chesterfield player he likely tackled was in the wrong. I think it was Liam Mandeville who he tackled. Anyway, it's a free kick to Anstey Nomads. So Nomads have so far yet to convert any kind of advantage that they had into a goal. But could this free kick be the chance to level the match between them and Chesterfield? The sun now starting to poke out through the clouds, and it will be Corey Armani to take the free kick. The referee takes a few steps back just to make sure that everything is in order. He blows the whistle. Armani runs up to the ball. He kicks it in towards goal. Saved by Fitzsimmons. For a moment, I thought Anstey Nomads were going to level, but superb reflexes. But superb reflex action, I should say, by Ross Fitzsimmons, and Darren Oldacre now has the ball for Chesterfield. Taken by Anstey Nomads this time. I think that was a chain reaction to a header by Ben Bayliss, but the ball is out. But the ball has gone out of play. It will be a Chesterfield throw-in to Joe Cook with just over 5 minutes to go. It's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 1, and the latest score between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham still 1-0 after 11 minutes. And another throw-in to be taken by Chesterfield after an earlier one went wrong. And straight away now it's Anstey Nomads with the ball. It was aiming for Michael Reeve from Samuel Hollis, but well defended by Chesterfield. Now it's Armando Dobra. Dobra now passing to Akwasi Asante. Bit of shirt pulling going on between him and Jordan Annabelle, but the referee can find nothing to fault as Armando Dobra now has the ball once more for Chesterfield, and a foul inside the penalty area. Is it going to be a penalty? It is. The referee pointing to the spot. Penalty to Chesterfield. But I couldn't see who fouled him. But in fact, no penalty given. I was mistaken, and it will be a goal, and it will be a goal kick to Anstey Nomads. I actually apologize. Apologies if I got this one wrong, but maybe I was just too excited about it. So it'll be a throw-in again to Chesterfield to be taken by Jeff King. Jeff King gets ready to throw the ball out for Chesterfield, which he does, and straight away the ball has now ended up with Henry Bestwick. We've now got less than 5 minutes. We've now got less than 5 minutes to go. In fact, 3 minutes left until half time. And the ball is now still with Chesterfield, although I think that was a clip somebody who has gone down, or did he actually dive? I'm not too sure. And the ball is now ending up with Michael Reeve, and it's gone to Samuel Hollis. Hollis now to Harry Wakefield, but swiftly blocked by Chesterfield. And the ref and a bit of a protest going on. I think the ball might have actually clipped a Chesterfield player's chest. I think the referee was using his body language to signal to give his opinion what happened. And Tony Blanchard upset at the decision. It'll be a goal kick to Fitzsimmons. So clearly, Blanchard very upset, and Fitzsimmons takes a few minutes to compose himself, and he kicks the ball out of the Chesterfield goal area, headed to what was aiming for Armando Dobra, but Grimes now has the ball, but loses it to Hollis. Hollis now crossing to up the field to up the wing, I should say, to Reeve, but Chesterfield have the ball back. Cook was aiming for Quigley, but loses it to Jordan Annabelle, and cleared out of goal by Logan. Oldacre to Dobra. Dobra now, but pushed in the back by Henry Bestwick. That looked very unnecessary in my view, with just under a minute and a half left. Chesterfield still passing the ball around, trying to throw Anstey Nomads off as a Bestwick, as a Cook, I should say, now losing control of it. But Chesterfield have the ball now with Joe Quigley to Mandeville. Now it's Akwasi. Asante goes for a second, and Chesterfield double their lead. Nice footwork from Akwasi Asante. He was under pressure from a few Nomads defenders, but he kept his cool, and Chesterfield lead by 2-0. And mere seconds before half time, although I think there will be at least a couple of minutes added on. The travelling Chesterfield supporters should be pleased with that one. Or has it been disallowed? I think the goal has been, or has it been disallowed? Has the goal been disallowed? It looks to me as though it has. So it looks to me as though it has. So Asante's what looked to be a beauty by Asante has been struck off, and it's still 1-0, or is it 2-0? It is actually 2. It is actually 2-0. I was it is actually 2-0. So apologies on that one. So we're now into the 45th minute. As far as I can see, just 1 minute has been added on, as Dobra now passing the ball around to Joe Cook, and now Mike Jones. Mike Jones now back towards Cook, and Jamie Grimes now back to Clement. We're now into the first minute of added on time, and the whistle has gone, and that is the halftime break now at the Callington's Community Complex. Chesterfield have shown Anstey Nomads what a National League side can do. For Anstey Nomads, they've put up a very valiant fight so far, but will they be? But could they yet spring a surprise or two in the second half, or will Chesterfield continue to hold their ground? Halftime score at the Callington's Community Complex: Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 2. And it's also now half time in the Women's Super League match between Aston Villa women and West Ham United women in the Women's Super League. It's also now half time But so we'll bring you the halftime scores a bit later on. So we're going to bring you the halftime scores a bit later on, but we're now going to take a break. Do please stay with us.
Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Anstey Nomads against Chesterfield. Before we get back into the game, let's now take a look at some of the other scores of games going on around this time. It's half-time between Rotherham United and Huddersfield. We're now going to go through the half-time results of some games taking place around that time. At half-time, it's Rotherham United 1, Huddersfield Town 1, Aston Villa Women 0, West Ham United Women 2 in the Women's Super League. It's also Luton Town 1 Queen's Park Rangers 0 in the Championship. At half-time in the Premier League, it's Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 0, and Harrogate Town lead Hartlepool United by a goal to 0. Latest score right now in League Two is Mansfield Town 1, Walsall 0. And in the other FA Cup match, it's still Blythe. And the other FA Cup match going on at this moment, it's still Blythe Spartans 0, Wrexham 0. As both Anstey Nomads and Chesterfield now make their way back up onto the pitch for the second half. And remind you that the current score is Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 2. And that's a superb header by Armando Dobra, and at the last-minute goal by Akwasi Asante, which I thought was ruled out. Anyway, we're just about getting ready for the start of the second half. As Paul Cook makes his way back onto the touchline. And the referee now sprinting forward with the ball. Sorry. It'll take its place back up onto the field. It'll be Blythe Spartans to kick us off for the second half. The referee was just making sure that everything was ready. And Tony Blanchard, in conversation with Freddie Robinson. No half-time substitutions made as of yet. And the referee now make sure that everyone is in the right position. And in fact, a half-time substitution is going to be made, I should say, and it'll be and I think it'll be, and it looks to be an Anstey Nomads substitution. So Samuel Hollis will be making way for Jude Kinch, or is it going to be a Chesterfield substitution? Armando Dobra coming off for George Cooper. Anyway, we're back underway for the start. We're back underway for the second half, and it's Anstey Nomads straight into it with the ball, but Chesterfield did manage to deflect the ball away. It's now with Akwasi Asante. Asante now passing to what looks to be George Cooper. Now it's with Bailey Clements. Bailey Clements being pushed in the back by, I think that was, I think that might have been I think that might have been an Anstey Nomads defender. I couldn't quite see who. Anyway, goal kick to be taken by Conrad Logan. Logan kicks the ball out of goal. Now it's with Joe Cook to Darren Aldaker. Now it's gone to Joe Quigley. Joe Quigley now with the ball inside the 18-yard box. Looked like he was going to have a go at goal, but was quickly dealt with by Anstey Nomads. And Samuel Hollis now being pushed to the ground by an attacking Chesterfield player. I couldn't see who it was. Chesterfield still wanting to go for a third goal, but the ball has been dispossessed by Freddie Robinson and is cleared away by Logan. Now it's with Jeff King. Jeff King now passing to Liam Mandeville. Mandeville to Asante, but dispossessed again by Chesterfield, but dispossessed by Anstey Nomads. Now it's Cook to losing it to Michael Reed. Cook tries to take the ball back, but nothing doing. Advantage Chesterfield, says the referee, and it'll be a long range free kick to it'll be a long range free kick to Anstey Nomads with the free kick, as they're playing the other way around. Now, as Michael Reeve was going for an opportunity at goal, but Chesterfield weren't having it. Jeff King to what looks to be Joe Quigley. Yes, indeed, it is Quigley. Quigley trying to hold on to the ball, which he does, and it's now gone to Mike Jones. Jones to, I think that was Jamie Grimes. Grimes passing to Akwasi Asante. Asante now does a back pass to Quigley. Now it's with what looks to be Jamie Grimes. Grimes passing back to Asante. Now it's with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre passing back down to Joe Cook. And now Jeff King. It's now with Mike Jones. Jones passing to Mandeville, although blocked by Henry Bestwick. The ball is now with Anstey Nomads. It was held by Harry Wakefield for a moment, and it's now with now it's been taken back by Mandeville. George Cooper now for Chesterfield, he passes to Asante. Asante dispossessed by Anstey Nomads, and the ball is now picked up by Oldacre for a throw, which he has just taken, and Paul Cook looking on tensely, I should say, and Mansfield Town levelled against Walsall in League Two. That's the latest score. That's the latest score from there, as it will now be a goal kick to Anstey Nomads. Quite a lot of Anstey Nomads supporters. The majority of them standing, given the size and capacity of their stadium, as Mandeville now has the ball, and he's quick and he tries to cross it to Asante, but the ball is caught just in time by Ben Bayliss. And it is now back with it, and it's now back in the hands of Logan. But Logan manages to clear it, and the ball has now gone to Bailey Clements. Bailey Clements throws to, I think that was Jamie Grimes, but he just managed to pass it to Ross Fitzsimmons. Now it's with Jeff King. Jeff King doing well to hold off Wakefield. And Mike Jones now to, I think that's Darren Oldacre. Yes, indeed it is Oldacre. Oldacre now Oldacre trying to hold off the Anstey Nomads midfielders, but he's just passed to I think that was Cook. Now it's back with Jones. Jones passing to Quigley, back towards Jones. Jones now passing to Cook. Now it's back again with Jones. Mandeville passing around to King. Now it's back to Mandeville. Mandeville back towards King. King going for a shot, but deflected away by Conrad Logan. And Chesterfield still managing to hold on to the ball, but losing it again to Anstey Nomads. Jones tries to get to it. He does. Headed away by Mandeville towards King. Now back to Mandeville. Now it's back with Jones. Jones passing to Cook, and he passes again to Jamie Grimes. Grimes to Darren Oldacre. Now back towards Grimes. 51 minutes in. Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 2. The score remains. Anstey Nomads have now got back the ball, but the ball has gone out of play for a throw-in, and
and it will once again be taken by Anstey Nomads. And Nomads now need to get the ball in goal and quick if they are to stay in contention. Wakefield dispossessed by Jeff King. And it's going out for a goal kick. Later, and it's still 0-0 between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham, the latest score. And the ball cleared out of goal by Fitzsimmons for Chesterfield. But it was caught briefly by Anstey Nomads. Now it's out of play for another Chesterfield throw-in. Tony Blanchard watching from the touchline, and it's now with Bailey Clements. Clements now passing to Jamie Grimes. Grimes was aiming for Quigley, but that was easily stopped by Logan. Logan was trying to cross to, I think that was Harry Wakefield, but nothing doing. Thanks to a Chesterfield intervention. Still 0-0. Still 2-0 to Chesterfield at the moment. No changes to other scores. Just caught a brief glimpse of the of a few of the travelling Chesterfield supporters. They should be pleased with how things are going so far for them. Remember last season last season they went as far as the third round to lose to Chelsea as Quigley, I should say, passes to Darren Oldacre. Now back to the captain Grimes. Grimes tried to find someone to cross it through further forward, but was dispossessed by Anstey Nomads. And Anstey Nomads look like they could be going for a shot at goal, but quickly picked up by the Chesterfield goalkeeper Ross Fitzsimmons. Chesterfield now back in possession. King, or should that be Jones? Jones to Cook. Now it's with Jamie Grimes, who passes to, I think that was Mandeville. Now it's back with what looks to be Joe Cook. Quick cross to, I think that might have been Quigley, but I couldn't see who it was aimed for. Throw-in to be taken by Chesterfield by King. King throws to Jones. Now it's with Joe Cook. He passes back to Fitzsimmons. Now it was with I think that was Dobra. Now back to Mike Jones. Jones now passing the ball around to Fitzpatrick. Mandeville to now back to Jones. Now back towards Mandeville. Now it's with Quigley. Back towards Mandeville. Mandeville now trying to find Asante, but a brief deflection and straight to Asante. He went for a shot, but was deflected away by Conrad Logan. Offside flag raised. So those a couple of protestations I saw by Anstey Nomads were proved to be justified. I think that's what they were protesting against. But the offside was quickly dealt with again by Chesterfield. They've had far too many offsides placed against them throughout this game, and it'll be an Anstey Nomads throw-in. Nomads lose the ball to Chesterfield, and straight away going after the ball is, I think that was Lewis Gibbons. Now it's gone back to Logan. Logan clearing the ball out of goal. Straight now to what looks to be Joe Cook. Cook now passing to Jones. Jones now running over the centre line. He needs to find someone to pass it, otherwise he's going to be tackled, and was actually pushed down by Freddie Robinson. Jones protesting against Freddie Robinson to the referee. It'll be interesting to see what Robinson has to say. And a substitution for Chesterfield is being made. It'll be Akwasia Sansei coming off the pitch, making way for Kabongo Chimanga. Chimanga gets ready to come onto the field, and straight away he sprints on to the field. Does Kabongo Chimanga, and Chesterfield now looking like they're going to go for another attempt at goal, but cut out well by Anstey Nomads, and it'll be a throw in to Chesterfield to be taken by Mandeville or King. King gets ready to throw, which he does, and Chesterfield do really well to try and take advantage of the throw. It's now with Mike Jones. Jones crossing up the wing to Grimes. Grimes now has the ball, but he's passing it backwards and forwards. Now it's back with Grimes. Grimes now passing to Joe Cook. Cook now towards Jones. Now it's back with now it was with Darren Oldacre, but an incident involving Corey Armani appears to have happened. Armani clearly upset, and an Anstey Nomads substitution is going to be made now, as Harry Wakefield will step off the pitch to make way for Charlie Scanlon. Scanlon will come onto the pitch, and he sprints onto the pitch. Does Charlie Scanlon, and it will be a free kick to Anstey Nomads. Despite what I saw, it'll be a free kick to Anstey Nomads to be taken by Armani. Armani kicks the ball, but cleared out of play by Chesterfield. It'll be another throw-in to Anstey Nomads, and still 0-0 between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham as they draw towards half-time. I think a player has gone down inside the goal area, but no penalty given, and Chesterfield lucky to get away with that. In my view, that was Chimanga was losing the ball momentarily. Reeves, Cooper was trying to go after it, but nothing doing anyway. Corner now to Chesterfield to be taken by George Cooper. George Cooper now standing just inside standing just around the corner area. Credit to Tony Blanchard's side for hanging on in there, but it looks to me right now as though Chesterfield will advance further to the first round, and it will be Jeff King to take the corner kick, or will it? I thought it was going to, but apparently he isn't. Or is he just going to do a quick walk around and then get back to the ball? It looks as though it might be. I can see what's going on. A bit of a conversation between Chimanga and the referee, and it looks like it will be King to take the corner kick. He takes a couple of steps back, runs up to the ball, kicks it almost into the goal area, but Mandeville just couldn't keep it in there for very long. Now it's with Darren Oldacre. Oldacre to, I think that was I couldn't see who it was. I thought it was Clements for a minute, but it might well have been Quigley anyway. Nomads take the ball back with Corey Armani. Now it's gone to Michael Reeve. Reeve towards Armani, and Armani appears to have shoved Darren Oldacre in the back. Oldacre still down on the ground though, as a goal has been cleared away. But Oldacre appears to have got back. Oldacre's now back up on his feet. He appears to be all right. Now Jeff King going for the ball. Can he hold on? No, he can't.
and he's tripped up Joel Wolf. And it looks as though it'll be a Chesterfield throw. And it looks as though it'll be a Chesterfild throw-in, or will it be a corner kick given, perhaps? Or will it be a throw? No, it's a throw into Anstey Nomads. We're just about 90 seconds. We're just about 90 seconds over the hour mark. It's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 2, as Mandeville was supposedly pushed down to the ground. Now it's with Josh Cook, who passes to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons now passes the ball around. And it's now with Oldacre. Oldacre now to, I think that was Quigley. Now it's gone to Shimanga. Now trying to hold on to the ball, but can't. Shimanga still holding on to the ball, I should say. Now back to Oldacre. Oldacre now passing down the wing to Mike Jones. Jones finds Mandeville, who passes to Cooper. Cooper trying to go for a third goal, but it's just wide. Just wide off the post by George Cooper. He was unlucky. He was very unlucky to miss that one. But had he been a few inches closer, that would have been the third for Chesterfield. He'll be bitterly disappointed with that effort. But Chesterfield should not be disheartened. They've been given a corner, which was taken by King, but dispossessed by Anstey Nomads. Cooper now has the ball back for Chesterfield. He's going for a long-range cross to be met by Cooper, but the ball easily saved by Conrad Logan. And Logan manages to clear it out, but headed away by his opposite number, Fitzsimmons. Now it's with Liam Mandeville. Mandeville to Darren Oldacre. Now passing to Bailey Clements. Now back towards Oldacre. Now it's with Cook, who passes to Liam Mandeville. And Mandeville now finding Cooper. Cooper trying to hold off the advances of Ben Bayliss. He does so, but deflected away by Anstey Nomads. But what's this? Shimanga now with the ball into the 18-yard box and brought down. No penalty given against Chesterfield. I think it's a free kick to Anstey Nomads. It looked as though Shimanga might have attacked Lewis Gibbons first before he went down, and it'll be it's actually a goal kick to Anstey Nomads, since it did actually take place in the goal area, as Logan kicks the ball out of the goal. Now it's gone. Now the ball is with Liam Mandeville. Mandeville trying to hold off. Was trying to hold off Reeve. Now that the ball is still with Chesterfield. Now it's with Oldacre, but Oldacre loses the ball to Anstey Nomads. Now it's still with Corey Armani. He's been in the thick of things all game, and it's not. But he was tackled by Darren Oldacre, and the ball has gone out of play. It looks as though it will be a throw-in to Anstey Nomads. Or is it Chesterfield? No, it'll be Chesterfield to take the throw. So throwing quickly, throwing quickly taken by the Spireites, and I think that was a foul by an Anstey Nomads midfielder. I couldn't see who it was. It might have been Henry Bestwick, or no, it wasn't. It was Freddie Robinson. Freddie Robinson. He's been getting into quite a lot of scrapes throughout this game, hasn't he? And still nil, and it's now half time between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham. Still 0-0, the latest score, and the ball goes out of the Anstey Nomads got Chesterfield goal. He's gone towards Liam Mandeville. Mandeville passing to Quigley. Now back towards Mike Jones. Mike Jones slips up, and that gives Robinson the advantage, and a foul by Cook on Samuel Hollis. And Cook straight into the book. Right decision in my view. I'd say Cook was clearly too aggressive, and that is why he tripped, and that is why he fouled, and that is why the foul on Samuel Hollis resulted in him giving the yellow.
in him getting the yellow card. You're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones, and we're also live on the Commentary Hub too, Storm FM, JB Sports, and you can also hear us on our Twitch channel. So free kick to be taken by Anstey Nomads and Joel Wolf. Joel Wolf composes himself and gets ready to kick the ball and gets ready to kick the ball out. He raises his hand and strikes the ball in towards the 18-yard box. That was a powerful cross, and it's ended up with Hollis and almost a goal sent in by Michael Reeve, and that could really have turned things on their head. Reeve just chips it with his right foot, but it was clipped away by Ross Fitzsimmons. Corner given to Anstey Nomads. Can they make up for it? The ball goes into the 18-yard box, headed up by Lewis Gibbons, but it just sails over the crossbar. Unlucky for Anstey Nomads not to be able to pull a goal back. And it will be Ross Fitzsimmons to take the free. And it'll be Ross Fitzsimmons to take the free kick. We're now going to check into some of the other scores. Rotherham United have doubled their lead. Have taken the lead against Huddersfield Town. It was 1-1 at half time. Remember, Georgie Kelly with the goal in the 61st minute. But back to the here and now. It's still Chesterfield leading Anstey Nomads by 2-0 as we approach the 70th minute. Shimanga tried to get hold of the ball, but Anstey Nomads still have it. It's now with Henry Bestwick. Bestwick blocked by, I think that was Chesterfield, but Scanlon now with the ball. Now it's gone back to Reeves. Now it's back with Scanlon. Scanlon trying to find an opening shot, but Jeff King did really well to tackle the ball off him, and the ball is still with Anstey Nomads now. A long range shot by Corey Armanian, saved by Ross Fitzsimmons. Have Anstey Nomads found a new spring in their step? If they need to start pressing home their attack a bit more if they are to at least get one goal in this game. Chesterfield, I feel, are starting to lose some of their attacking style, and the ball is now with Anstey Nomads, or is it going to be a Chesterfield throw-in? I think it's surely going to be the latter, but unlucky for Charlie Scanlon. He was just unlucky not to get the ball in. So throwing quickly taken by Anstey Nomads, headed out by Jamie Grimes. Throwing now to Anstey Nomads with 20 minutes left on the clock, I should say. It's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 2. And the ball is now going straight into the 18-yard box to possibly be set up for another Anstey Nomads goal. But Chesterfield do really well to defend. And as we're now into the 70th minute, corner to Anstey Nomads. No changes in any other games right now. So Nomads with the corner, but easily capped out by Chesterfield. The ball is now with Lewis Gibbons, but losing it to Chesterfield. Now it's gone to Joel Wolf. A long range cross by Wolf, and aiming for the captain, Annabelle. Annabelle tries to get to it, but Chesterfield were able to nick it off. Now it's back to Anstey Nomads.
and quickly taken by Darren Oldacre for Chesterfield. Now it's with Joe Quigley. Quigley now crossing to, I couldn't see who it was, but have Chesterfield been ruled offside again? It looks like they might have done. And yes, I can clearly see that the flag has been raised up. It's offside. And it looks like it'll be a free kick or a goal, and it looks like it'll be a free kick out of goal to Anstey Nomads, and quite a few of their their supporters, whilst they might be disappointed with what the final result may turn out to be, they will at least be pleased to have met. They will at least be pleased to have met a club in a higher tier. As Anstey Nomads tried to take advantage of the throw-in but couldn't. It'll be another Chesterfield throw-in. And Chesterfield now get ready to take the throw with Bailey Clements. Bailey Clements throws to, I think that was Shimanga. Shimanga tried to get to a bit of a, and I think a player went down, and I think one of the players went down in the process. I couldn't really make out who it was. But a free kick has been given to Anstey Nomads, so it could well have been one of their players. And it will be Corey Armani to take the free kick. Armani runs up to the ball and kicks it in towards the 18-yard box, saved by Ross Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons clears the ball out. Fitzsimmons clears the ball out of goal, and it's now with Kabango Chimanga. Chimanga dispossessed this time by I think that was Harry Bestwick, but advantage Anstey Nomads, says the referee. And Chimanga does well to compose himself. It'll be looks to be a goal kick to be taken by Logan, which he does. Logan kicks the ball out of goal, and it's now with Chimanga, but Nomads take the ball back, and a foul on Corey Armani by Oldacre, who gives him a shove in the back in retaliation. That's not on, and neither was the foul by Oldacre. Oldacre just walking away now. He's trying to calm down, but free kick given to Anstey Nomads. Armani takes the free kick in towards the 18-yard box. Is it going to be a chance for a goal for Anstey Nomads? No, is the answer. And Armani tries to hold on to the ball, but can't. He loses it to Mandeville. Mandeville doing a cross up the wing to George Cooper. George Cooper now towards Chimanga. Chimanga just inside the 18-yard box. Is it going to be a penalty? Surely not. But despite the Chesterfield players' protestation, it's still no penalty. Chimanga now trying to find a way through, but Joe Cook, I think it was, that tried to go for a long range shot towards goal, but it clearly went over the crossbar. So it still remains. So the scoreline still remains where it is. It was in fact Cooper that tried to do it, but nothing. But nothing doing that time. We're now into the 75th minute. It's still Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 2, and no changes in any of the games we've covered so far. Still the referee now having a chat with I think one or two Chesterfield players. Something must have got his attention. He's trying to calm Oldacre down. I think Oldacre's still annoyed about what happened to him earlier. Tony Blanchard protest. Tony Blanchard now showing his now trying to share his feelings as well. But a free kick has been given yet again to Anstey Nomads, and it will be Joel Wolfe to take the free kick. Wolfe now takes a few steps back. He kicks the ball in towards the 18-yard box, which is where it is now. And but Chesterfield and Ross Fitzsimmons easily deal easily deal with that one. By my reckoning, if things stay as they are, Chesterfield will yet again be in the first round of the FA Cup. Grimes now to Darren Oldacre. Now it's back to Jamie Grimes. Kicked out of goal by Ross Fitzsimmons, and the ball has now ended up in the stands. And the Anstey and but play still goes on. Ross Fitzsimmons does well to pick up the ball, and should Chesterfield miss that, and should Chesterfield lose, surprisingly, they won't be in the first round proper since, well, their inception, really. But it's looking likely that Chesterfield will make the first round proper. So the ball now cleared out of goal by Conrad Logan, and headed away, I should say, by Ben Bayliss. Although Shimanga now trying to get to the ball for Chesterfield, but well kept out, but tackled by Jordan Annabelle, the Anstey Nomads captain, and it looks as though it will be a Nomads throw-in. Meantime, a player is down on the ground. It looks as though Michael Reeve trying to apply some pressure onto his leg. I think he might have hurt himself. We'll try to confirm who it is in just a moment or two. It looks like it might be one of the midfielders, or is it a forward? It's Samuel Hollis, judging by what I could see on judging by the number I could just make out. Charlie Scanlon now taking a quick drink of water, as is another of his teammates, and yes, indeed, it is Samuel Hollis. Hollis quickly getting back up onto his feet, and so play can now resume. Throw into Anstey Nomads, and they just managed to keep the ball in their play, as it's now with Michael Reeve. Michael Reeve now trying to cross to Charlie Scanlon, but it's well over the crossbar. Or was Reeve actually going to try and go for a long-range goal himself? Surely that would have been the case. But surely it's too late for Anstey Nomads now to try and bring the game back into their favour. Fitzsimmons will clear the ball out of goal, and I will let you know who my man of the match is in around a few minutes' time. And the ball now quickly kicks out of goal. It's now ended up with Conrad Logan. Logan kicks the ball out of goal. It's now ended up with Hollis. But going after it now is Lewis Gibbons. Although Shimanga tries to tackle, but nothing doing so far, and it'll be a throw-in to Chesterfield to be taken by King. King gets ready to take the throw, which he does to, I think that might have been Darren Oldacre, or was it Joe Quigley? No, it was Quigley. Headed up by Grimes. Now straight back to Jones. Now it's with King. King back to Jones. Jones trying to find Quigley, but headed away by Anstey Nomads. Now it's back with Chesterfield and Mandeville. Mandeville brought down, but the referee's still playing on. And Joe Quigley trying to go for Chesterfield's third, blocked by Logan. And with 10 minutes to go now, surely this is crunch time for Anstey Nomads. And fans, young and old, at this club will cherish this day for a very long time, no matter what the end result will be. And it looks as though
An Anstey Nomads substitution is going to be made. Aston Villa have pulled one back in the Women's Super League match against West Ham. Kenza Darley in the 77th minute, as it will be a free kick, a throw-in, I should say, to Chesterfield. And Quigley bundles down Henry Bestwick. And we'll come back to that game very shortly. It's now the second half between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham, still 0-0 between the two. And the referee now trying to bring the game back under control. It's a free kick to Anstey Nomads to be taken by Wolf. Wolf trying to find the perfect position to take the free kick, but he still can't quite find it as of yet. Now he kicks the ball forward. He's going into the 18-yard box, but headed away by I think that was Jones. Throwing now to be taken again by Anstey Nomads, and it will be a throw-in to Nomads. And was this a chance at goal for Charlie Scanlon? It looked like it. It actually looked to me as though it would go in, but Ross Fitzsimmons was very quick on the draw, and he was able to save that one with absolute ease. Ball cleared out of the Chesterfield goal by Ross Fitzsimmons towards Kabongo. Shenanga! Now with control of the ball, she passes to George Cooper. Cooper now with the ball again, and it's headed and it's palmed over by Conrad Logan. That could easily have been Chesterfield's third. But what a heroic display by Conrad Logan to keep the ball out of goal. Nice little acrobatics there too. But Chesterfield are still hungry for the third. It's now with Liam Mandeville. Mandeville passing to Shenanga, and Chesterfield have made it 3! Chesterfield make it their third, or have they? It looks like they have indeed. And Shenanga, the goal scorer. But we're now getting ready for a couple of Anstey Nomads players to come on, and Samuel Hollis will come off, I should say, and on will come Casey Richardson. Casey Richardson gets ready to come on, and we now await the second Anstey Nomads substitution. And it will be Billy Blackshaw who will come on in place of Freddie Robinson. So onto the pitch comes Billy Blackshaw. It'll be Anstey Nomads to restart the game, and the score now reads Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 3. So Chesterfield looking more and more likely to go through to the first round, with almost 5 minutes to go, as George Cooper trying to cross the ball forward to Shenanga, but caught just in time by Jordan Annabelle. It's a throw-in to Anstey Nomads, and Tom Whelan looks like he's going to get ready to come on for Chesterfield, and a throw-in taken by Nomads. And it's out again for another Nomads throw-in. Anstey Nomads hold the ball high. It's a throw-in, and it's now going to was almost aiming for Joe Quigley, but Conrad Logan was able to stop that one just in time. And it's the ball still with Anstey Nomads. It was last headed by Michael Reeve. It's now with Mandeville to Darren Oldacre. Now finding I think that was Mike Jones. Now it's with Joe Cook. Joe Cook passing to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons clearing the ball out of goal and was aiming for Oldacre, but Corey Armani just got in the way there, which is what he wanted. And Whelan now adjusting his headband and he is getting ready to come on in place of Joe Quigley. So onto the pitch comes Tom Whelan, and off goes Quigley. So less than 5 minutes. So less than 5 minutes to go now at the Callington's Community Complex, and Anstey Nomads now looking like they're going to. Anstey Nomads look like they were going to try and find a way through, but nothing doing so far. It'll be Ross Simmons to clear the ball out of goal. Paul Cook having a bit of a joke just now as Ross Fitzsimmons stands back and gets ready to kick and gets ready to kick the ball out of the goal, which he duly does, and almost headed away by someone from Chesterfield, but Nomads were quick to catch it even, and it's now gone out for a Chesterfield throw to be taken by King with 3 minutes on the clock remaining. It's Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 3, and you're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones, and straight away Lewis Gibbons trying to hold off Chesterfield, but to no avail so far. Mandeville tackled by Lewis Gibbons, and the ball will be, and it looks as though it will be a Chesterfield throw-in. Chesterfield get ready to throw the ball through King. Now it's with Mandeville and out of play, but it's been sent out of play, and it's gone now to Logan to kick it out of goal, and we'll bring you other results. We'll bring you other results as well as the latest in Blythe Spartans and Wrexham after the match with Anstey Nomads quickly taking the free kick, but quickly saved by Ross Fitzsimmons. Ross Fitzsimmons now getting ready to place the ball back onto his spot, I think it was, or was he just looking for someone to kick it out to? Surely the latter, as Charlie Scanlon now has the ball for Nomads, but the ball goes straight into the face of Liam Mandeville, headed out, so it'll be another Anstey Nomads throw. A bit unfair in my view to Chesterfield, because that ball did look pretty hard, because the ball did go into Mandeville's face pretty hard there. Oldacre passing it to Grimes. Now it's with Bailey Clements, although he's under pressure from Henry Bestwick. The ball is now gone towards Tom Whelan, but tackled by Anstey Nomads. And Darren Oldacre now trying to get the ball back for Chesterfield. Nomads still holding on, but Chesterfield take the ball back. It's now with Mandeville. Shimanga trying to go after Lewis Gibbons, but Gibbons still managing to hold on. We're now well into the penultimate minute of the match. Will Chesterfield be able to pull a goal will Chesterfield be able to pull another goal out of the hat right at the last minute? And the ball is now with Grimes. Now it's gone to Tom Whelan, but a tackle by an Anstey Nomads player, and 4 minutes will be added on to and 4 minutes of injury time will be added on. It looks as though the Anstey Nomad players that has gone down is indeed Henry Bestwick. Physio standing by, getting ready to make sure that if they need to look at him further. Grimes having a bit of a chat with the referee. Whether Bestwick will be able to carry on or not. And in fact, he has got onto his feet. So he looks to be okay, but he appears to be a bit dazed right now. And it looks as though we could be going well over the 4 minutes that are allotted. So So latest now between Harrogate and Hartlepool. Harrogate now lead by 2-1. Josh Umaria in the 85th minute. Chesterfield still hungry for that 4th goal, but the ball's easily picked up by Logan, and the ball is now back. And the ball is now back with Chesterfield. Now it's with Scanlon Whelan. Now it's gone straight to Joel Wolfe. He's passed back to Scanlon. Scanlon under pressure from Chesterfield. King manages to take advantage. Now it's back with Whelan. Whelan now under pressure from Reeve, but Whelan manages to pass to Joe Cook just in time. Now it's back with now it's gone to Ross Fitzsimmons in goal. I need to give my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, and I can tell you that because of the amounts of pressure, and I can tell you that because of the amounts of pressure he's been putting on, and the fact that he did manage to get that, I think it was because of. I think I'm going to give it to Armando Dobra because of that wonderful header he scored in the first half. So well done to Armando Dobra, and it's Jeff King now passing to a Shimanga now to Tom Whelan. Whelan passing back now to, I think that was Mandeville. Now the ball is with Jeff King. Can he go for a 4th? Saved by Logan. And with a minute left, surely it's all over for Anstey Nomads now. They showed an impressive display in the first half, but Chesterfield have overpowered them. And but credit to Anstey Nomads for hanging on in there and not giving up without a fight. And they certainly just go to show what a team from lower down the football pyramid can do against a higher league club. But so Conrad Logan getting ready to kick the ball out of goal, headed by Liam Mandeville. But it's now back with Chesterfield after a brief hold by Anstey Nomads. Now it's straight to Fitzsimmons in goal. Now it's gone to Jamie Grimes. Grimes to, I think that might have been I couldn't see who it was anyway. Full time. It's full time at the Carrington's Community Complex. Chesterfield are through to the first round. Anstey Nomads put up a brave and valiant effort, but it just wasn't to be that time. So final score at the Carrington's Community Complex: Anstey Nomads 0, Chesterfield 3, after superb goals by Armando Dobra, Kwasi Asante, and the substitutes Kabongo Shimanga. Before we go a roundup of all the other games going on right now. We're now into the 90th minute. Now it's the 90th minute of both championship games between Luton Town and Queen's Park Rangers. Luton still lead QPR by 2-1, and Rotherham United, and the same with Rotherham United leading Huddersfield by 2 goals to 1. It's almost full time between the full-time results are just trickling in now. Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 0 in the Premier League, and it's also now full-time. In League 2. Harrogate Town 2, Hartlepool United 1 is the final score there as well. we're now just waiting for the final. We're now just waiting for the Luton QPR score to. We're now just waiting for the Luton QPR score to come in now, but in the other FA Cup game going up, but in the other FA Cup match going on between Blythe Spartans and Wrexham, it is still 0-0 there. So anytime now, we shall, and it's and at the and it's still from what I can remember, it's still 2-1 between West Ham and Aston Villa in. It's still West Ham 2-1 against Aston Villa in the Women's Super League. We're gonna leave it here. We're gonna wrap it up here on the Commentary Hub. I've been Nicholas Jones. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I have. We'll be back soon with another game on the Commentary Hub. And until next time, have a great rest of your weekend. Goodbye.